kita hudie so se ena anu ada Burkina Faso Ghana dihye wu ye besi sa brei empanifo mu bia mo memra se bedwafie emekenkan de asi na emunsam wo ba bete no anwumrei soafo a wo hwe kita hudie so Eurasam George ne wodi atodwa kire mu se hwa Ghana Civil Aviation Authority for ede Jimet for ka na kanu aniwanimu ya so ma metua ene de ba no asinikuro yi na yebekọ enkenkan so senior high school na ho na betodwa senior house master baako empenfo suspending wo mu kire bu se hwe waku a kirechirefo mako yensa ohunhum ene esi na ba ne sei na nipa da sani timi ku obi wo ohunhum abra nipa na tiase ne no fo adwen kire bro fabra YouTube Asempa 94.7 wa Asempa yetia so ebrepam yabekenkan adiama contractor baako me Nana Ade Munonkum. Yasha samna sin tantam so emfama Yasha asia dia atiefo beka ya be ene ne nansa ekọ nanan so ne beto dwase ne obra kire senior high school wemfimfin mantam ne wo beto dwa asukufo a ene zona inter schools competition yasisa mo mfimfin mantam sam kura ni kodi agro keka afa die yenkọhwe a ade na ada ne buziri movie no buziri pa movie na nkoda ni ye ene Chinese ehwean echan eboro ena chese wo mo buru wo mo ho a ne abeto dwase adusuafo no mu makom yensa aposifo nsa say ayro mo pampe meche Swadro School of Business adisuafo miensa na eneyi aposifo ensa so mumu a miensa no yehwe no mu se enchakura ye de omo abekọ akogina court na akwada bobo nsa enkwada di wonsa keka no akasa wo kirem se enwanimu ya mpanifo fanhye enwu aproso de atentene enwo hwehwe.
The tears turned at me when I was looking for a place to sit, so that I'll use the medicine on my eye. That's what happened. I didn't do anything. I was just standing there, and they started throwing the stones. I wasn't looking. When I turned, I saw my colleagues running, but I didn't know what was happening. So by the time I realized, the stone came to hit me. I want them to be arrested and anything that the government wants to do to them.
Anya bra Facebook ni YouTube na ebra behu ani so ade Facebook Facebook nka ho YouTube nko Asempa 94.7 ye YouTube channel ho no bra ho na bra behu ani so ade wa bra ne ye kwakwache nkura ni nyina video ni damfi di gado chibrai na behu ani so ade na asemi kanetwafo edema Ghana Christian Council no emprempre wono na ye executive secretary edema Alliance for Christian Advocacy Africa Reverend Opuni Frimpod na no ato asemi ni mu en wo kire say and when we are was some work be a woman can come more meaning to one woman shia na a quampa before so as soon by ya equals was kumi and your pen for her as no quine. If you're and yet a dear Baku, okay. In fact, CID Mameno can something or call for collaboration. Yeah. I said, and you need to be na watch a fan. Tanya. NDC maybe mobile any say my economic forum was tenchi ni obi na nu mobile omasaye another dialogue a forum no sana esasa ye esan say awufu bi ho a wo teacher ni wo train ba omutumi ba school no ma bebo nti akwala bi ho a onim say wo ya na ibia ni nuanom ana ne maame ne wo fa no beba bebo no enti awofo e wo chefa ewom teacher fo no so bi wo ho a omo so wo chefa ewom ena yenga ye school management no so ye wo chefa wom nga ye sorry ne faith based organizations and your educational system no mu ye wo chefa wom. And yeah, over Facebook and YouTube video no edem ye Facebook idea ya semu enche ye de baba na so say dey YouTube no ahwa na yegina nipa ye tenin kan Reverend Opuni Frimpom church for edema Alliance for Christian Advocacy Africa and atenin kan na enkoda me yesa posifo nsa so omumu no wo mudi na didi so yi Joseph Amo e 20 years mfinhia duonu per 20 years wo ono na chese movie a wo twa no nyasem ketwa Benedict Apia enya mfinhia dungo nwɔtwe ɛna Mahmood ɛwɔ no so wanya mfinhyia du nwɔtwe wɔho 18 nkwada bɔbɔ nsɛn ɛna akɔdi sɛ nyamana nsɛm a bino kasa apolisifoɔ nsa so ɔmo mpanifo kyerem sɛ nkyɛ koraa nhwɛmu bɛkɔ so dendenden yɛ den kudai akɔgyina mmara nim na mmara no ɛbɔ ɔmo a baabi ɛbɛto no yɛde mu nsɛm nyinaa ɛbɛbrɛ Asempa yɛtia ɛtiefoɔ yɛntoa so ai na yɛnkɔ nsɛm foforɔ mu soafoɔ no ɛna hwɛ nkwadaa ma ɛne nipa yɛdie soɔ Agnes na Momolate bino kasa ɛwɔ kopia mu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Kolebu Teaching Hospital ɛtiefoɔ bɛka ya ɛnkyɛn yɛde to w'anim sɛ mambrobi ɛne ayaresabea baako wɔ hɔ kyɛ sɛ ababaawa Latif kɔhwia wɔ bi badini dwane yɛ man ne apolisifoɔ adaworoma kyɛ sɛ yɛkye noɔ a meno ka sɛ bibia deda ya na oba YouTube Asempa yɛtia ɛnamaka kyerɛ sɛ one video one story ɛno anam de ma wɔntibra YouTube Asempa 94.7 na bra bɛhwɛ du so adeɛ wabra soafoɔ no ekopie mu ayaresabea hɔ no na Dr. Lati wɔno ɛna ɛhwɛ atoto bibia no de ato bi akyerɛ mu sɛ emprempren deɛ kyɛ sɛ enuro no wɔn fa ɛna wɔhwɛ wɔn apɔmden so a ekoyie pa ɛnkyɛ kora obeyi wɔn amoma kofie.
Like you know, the procedure, the suspect is still in police custody, and I'm likely to visit her from here, and so I'll check on her as well. And what I know is that they are going to start the court hearing, I think somewhere next month. And so she's in police custody. I'll check on her and see how she's also faring.
Enti uba YouTuber wankasa ba behwe ndu so ade akoda no na kyese wotua no fo no a wo bo nanum to hwe akora ne da ho no akora ne da YouTube no behwe a ene kokko fefefe kama ma megina ne nche egu ni ma yafi a kyese ehwe ma yafi na egu no so tuntum wode ne sa egu na chi kyese wakena no ahyem na wo dada no watim se yi wasi ya urade na kopon ko bidi ne ko ene wo ba wone ene dam no na eba ne se no ena ma meto aso ekire mu se ye hwa ne mu se hwe be na wo hwe ye kwa kosimi ene Latifa ye de court na de court beka no eno so ye to aso afiri ho.
As we are here today, God has been gracious to baby, and today he's going to be discharged. He's been nursed back to health, and mother is also doing well. She's also received some psychological support for past response. And so I'm sure any moment from now they will be going to the house. And we also had the directive from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that will pick up the bill. And so by the grace of God, we picked up the bill. And everything is settled for parents to go home with their baby. And the joy of all of this is that the baby is well. And so we can continue rejoicing and singing praises because baby is doing well.
Na kyese akoda no ho ye pa we soafo no na hwe enkwada ema die so na atene nka no na eba ne sei no dansoman post commander wono so kasai ene wo kire mu se wo mo hwe ne mu se hwe be match bosom ne de to so 9 de ene dansoman district court ho na asem ne bekwa akodi no
to assist us conclude all aspects of the investigation. And then she will reappear before God on the 4th of March. Yes. So for now, other aspects of the investigation is ongoing, but she's in safe custody until 4th of March.
Nipa yatini nkan Dansoman district commander. Na oba Facebook video ya semu ebra YouTube Asempa yetia YouTube bra na efa adwenkyere ne betro bra wo bra pem no mekenkan ni nyina bako edi amount so ni nyina mu no aha ya Asempa 94.7 yentro so na yankonsem fufuru mu Ghana dehia ebo hwi free Ghana se wokobɔki na faso akofa ntosia ene fofie antro ata ne adwade abamo Ghana dehia ebikɔfo abutu ananom wonse do no ene empanimfo a agya womodua ntosu womo anasa fantos yiba emiye die atudu ekirem se hwie be enuru edaya wada de na entros ya omukra free bokina no aba beduru nyama no boni prince owusu asiedu na atro ne bo asie kru kire ni nyina wato ne bo ase akurukyire ni nyina wode aba yebomoden se yensa bekane no yebomoden se yensa bekane no yensa kane no pe yebebo na woso wanya bi atie na yensa nkane die yento aso na yenko omemra se bedwafie yakwa memra se bedwafie adom kuma ewo ho ene ne wade atodwa ekire mu se ena anu ada Burkina Faso awrehosem wasi ya Ghana de hye be sedu ene emema nkono oba ba akofo amutu ananom wonse do a ene Ghana nyina obi enso twa jadwo mu nsam kyese akeka bia na dom koto memra se bedwafie ne de atodwa ekire mu se wadwene ho a wonte ase asuaya ehwe yankasa bamboso asuaya ehwe aman ni aman nkita hodie so ewo manmu kyese aso obi ayinani se bimpradu asase panyina wayin from otrotrom no na watwi nani kura aso obi ante de yakoso dom kuma kire mu sen kasa bredie senka asuaye mienu ebo memra se bedwafie be kire mu de yakoso de baaye anamotuo be na ba ni tuo be sisa brei ehun komodie ene oba YouTube a oba be hu enu so de video no ene metro journalist wo de atum oba ba be hwe na ranking member on a defense okọ memra se bedwafie a wono wa memra se bedwani ma de hia ewo Asen South John intim fodwo ene gina mu kasama dom kuma wo memra se bedwafie ni nsem nie.
We have waited for over a week. None of the ministers, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Minister for Defense, Minister for Interior, none of them had the courtesy to appear before us in Parliament to even update us. And the exercise of our oversight responsibility, the minority joint committees of Foreign Affairs, of Defense and Interior, and Security and Intelligence, we wrote and insisted and summoned the three ministers of the security sector governance with the Foreign Affairs Minister, i.e. the Minister for Interior and National Security, the Minister for Defense, and the Minister for Foreign Affairs to appear before the Joint Committee of Defense and Interior, Security and Intelligence, and Foreign Affairs, so that we will hold them to account, for them to update us what occurred, what contributed to the attack, and what has been done so far, government's response, and what has to be put in place. Clearly, there was failure on the part of government.
Nipa yatin nkan yera John intim fodwo yemra se bedwani ma de hye wo Asen South ena wote nkan wokọ memra se bedwafie so ranking member defense ena eja wokyerechire ni nsemu na owie ye ena ranking member Foreign Affairs Committee wo memra se bedwafie Samuel Abuginapo enso di sei eto aso.
Never in the history of our country have we witnessed such terrorist attack, and I use the word terrorist with emphasis. And indeed, throughout this conflict, Ghanaians have never been targeted. This is the first time Ghanaians have been targeted. And as we know, the dealings between our compatriots, our citizens, and those of Burkina Faso and other neighboring countries is a daily reality. Ghanaians travel to Burkina Faso, to Cote d'Ivoire, to Togo as a matter of necessity. And therefore, in as much as that it's important for us to advise our compatriots to be mindful and careful as to where they go to.
Nipa yatin nkan Samuel Abuginapo ukọ omemra se bedwafie a ranking member Foreign Affairs Committee ena wote nkan na yansan kwai na Ghana de hia ekrantos efri Burkina womode abeda yo wo mu kire mu se entos ya short nyina obi anya abotere sanse enche kura hwie be enu ya wada de na ni nyina beduru ene adiedi kan no abeduru na Prince owuso asiedu ena akuru kire nsemi
omanfo bekaya edwedifo a wo moton tomato etu kwan eko Burkina Faso eko fanto CB neno enam so ema nipa bonfo bi terrorist eko to hye won so ebomutu ehio mubrete na wo sansemi mu aban no etu so anamon sese no ntia yensa akane se aban no edi edwedifo e wo Ghana nim ama sese wo mokọ Burkina akofa into CB na nyame yadoma Thursday eni fiada ebe anantosa wo mudi fi Burkina no ebeba mu ewo ejom Adum News in Central for any dwedifo a womo eton tomato CB bedi nkomo womo echira sese nto se wo de womo de afa Togo abagana eno nso no ne boarding pa nwura ewom enti se Burkina de no womo ne Adum News in Central for di nkomo no omientie bi sesi aye wa hai ntos ebi wo ho
me pa choda ebi ye de ne de ebi ni ho na de omo de fi Togo ba no enu na bi wo ho kakra bete no kura emunye sisi ana ye de omode nkra fi kumasi breyen say ye nko omabue boda no enti ye nkrofo no bi wo mokọ eye bia em say by Friday ye first scan beba say ye de ye ne naka ye de no nso wo hihye ne yi Togo de no ukɔhwɛ a nwura nkoa na ɔmasesa gum me kura me kɔ madam fufuo bi mu hɔ me kɔ ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ me kɔ frɛ AMF wa ma ɔmo abɛkyerɛ because nwura no dɔɔso
ɛnam saa akwanhyia na ɛbaa yɛ ne nti no ɛma yɛ stop yɛ kakra nti yɛnya nkɔyɛ nti kɛntɛ fo ɛno korɔ ɔmo de fi Togo kwan so ɛna ɛba nti ɛno ne de ama no bɔ akɔ soro kakra na Kristo yɛ adom a yeah, dear box no.
And the bonnie a sense and our cost. This is where a sense.
Oh, the amazing say, when we are 200 cities, and I 700 cities, and I been 600 cities, a bian and a bow, and a basket we mono, a bill 1,002, 1,005 for a bian and a bow.
And the Prince Owusu Asiedu and Atone Boasia Wokrutre Seminina Ede Aba Yabo Ede Amount Ahaya Asempa 94.7 Asempa Yetia we Kasiabo and come you go so I can cardiama now wagenchana Fabra YouTube Asempa YouTube na afe yanjebre na yakinka nina correct enfamam yemfiri way na yanko ensemfufuru Transport Minister Yera Joseph Bukari Nipe ene ne wakasa kyerem se ene ya na yeda so de ye ebeto odwa se kane ene Kotoka International Airport no ne mpanifo sense sending ni bio sansasemi eba ya che ema ebi kura susu se we no na we si enfantue na we si enfantue be kura de ya santoa International Airport no bi se preko ya santoa esunu nyina mu no esoafo no de abeto dwa kyerem se se ya de yaje atumu a ene Kotoka International Airport no din wadane se asabe na chibio abeye Accra International Airport na semi ba ye ebinom hyase di hu komo se be ya kawe no yemfa ko memra se bedwafie na maya mra we no nyade a obi san besesa ne bio ne ho keka ho bia no na Yewura Joseph Nipe ade ato dua kirem se wei ehia se be ko memra se bedwafie bia mo magi atum ehensensem bia ne nsem nie.
You remember that it came as a result of the NLCD 309. It was a decree that was brought to set a trust to cater for the families of Kotoka and other soldiers who were killed along that time. And it happened that he was killed at the forecourt of the airport. And so if you look at the decree, its intention was to set a trust to take care of the families of the soldiers who were killed. And so if you look within it, they decided to honor him by introducing or renaming the airport after him. But the purpose of the decree was to establish a trust.
And nipa yetene kan Transport Minister Yewura Joseph Bukari Nipe na atene kan na wo wie ne kasa no kirem se efiri sabre ya yekoya me kasa ya making kan kasa boya mawi hwe no obi ankogina baabi anka se Kotoka International Airport bio edi no asesa na sesa yeso no enne ehya ase edi no ne obi e kan o kan Accra International Airport.
Over the days you say that Kotoka is undergoing some kind of rehabilitation and some kind of upgrade. We are looking at turning or making Terminal 2 play a dual purpose, international and domestic. And so if you go to the Terminal 2 today, you will see work ongoing seriously. And you are aware that plans are far advanced to construct a connecting concourse between Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. All this would have brought some kind of renewal to the airport that will go along with these signages, these names, and all these things. And so we are looking at following all the systematic arrangements that are proper. The good thing is that we want to respect the Ghanaian people by allowing them to know first that the name is going to be changed, and then subsequently we will take the procedure of doing the change of the name completely, the signages, the directions, and all those things.
Nipa yatene kan Transport Minister Joseph Bukari Nipe na atene kan no wadwenkyerɛ fato wo ba so ababia wote anka firi bia atweroto ebia wo no wo so ame no atwero de aba wo ebia wo amasaman wo ka so fabra YouTube Asempa 94.7 Asempa yetia kase ebo no fabeto na brepam no menkenkan ni nyina ma ti babia wo hwɛ yen anase wotie ye firi no fa adwenkyerɛ no eto na Ken brother Ediaba was we no any kwase yade sobo ebo obia aban no na ye ede ahia asem na wo kan adwadifo de no na ase de hen mata Aqua Crystal enso dia boss Asempa yetiampa mo yetietietietietieti na Mr. Kwadwo Amo Edifri Ashoman wase ade metia wo omumo ene adwuma pa mo ye ampa Asempa yetiampa wono so de ode ba no Gamshin Shoes 773 enso atonkra wase mo ni adwuma omumo ni adwuma metiatia mo na Richike Fashions enso atonkra de free nungwa ade aba wase metia kase bono ade na what kind of energy is this? Asema ubisa minyano say we aye vim and vigor energy. We aye Asempa yetia energy. Eti he na wo tie me firi, he na wo hwe me firi wadwenkyira no. Fato Asempa yetia. Ewo Asempa 94.7. Fato brepem no making kan nyina bako edi amount. Yemfiri way na yanko ensamfufuru mu. Panimpa policy planning wadano woko transport ministry Eric Tete Addison ene ne wadi atodwa kire mu se enche kura sese mpanimfo de mra ekọ omemra shebedwafia enche wadi bibi foforo beba de beba ni nyina ne se ene unam yakwantempo ahodo no so awunu ho naka asa yesi ha na bo se etneyi ebisia eno no etimi chi traffic ya na so no emra bia hye de ni wanti no ono ne ka no etimi se be na wotwe mienu na sifa akosa abote sa na no ene mpanifo akasa kire mu se ekọ memra shebedwafia na enche kura mo de beba bontene na nya baduru na wo ye hyenkani na ene ebra ye de bema say you can free ho when you free ho and you ko chiko ka chika.
We are going to look, we have reviewed the area, we are seeking parliamentary approval. Now, if it is approved, when you go and register your vehicle, you have to sign up with a towing company. So when your vehicle is disabled on the road, you only call the towing company to come and tow it for you. If we wait after I think 30 minutes in the law, I think 30 or 1 hour. If you wait and then you are not taking any action, the National Road Safety Authority itself will come and pick that to a designated point and they will charge you for it. So you will not, there is going to be a time that you will not see on our road spaces a number of disabled vehicles, because it is your responsibility to call your towing company to do that. If you don't do that, it is government responsibility to clear the road. So National Road Safety Authority will come in and do that.
Eric Tete Addison aten kana wo wiye na woto aso kire mu se mu amoka asese kwan so no we wo mpene totom empene no akoyi fro sanse wo kire mu se akwanhia dudu esi no eno so ka ho bi.
This disabled vehicle also causes congestion within the road. Then if you look at what we may say inefficient service provision, the trucks, because they are not properly regulated, they do anything they want on the road. Are you okay with that? And that is what now we are putting in measure to ensure that enforcement is strictly enhanced. So the MMT, the police, together with road safety and DVLA, we are positioning them so that they will bring discipline on our roads. So those who are indisciplined and they create those havocs along the corridor, we are going to deal with all of them.
Nipa Yatin Ken Director of Policy Planning, Ministry of Transport, Eric Tete Addison, and Watin Kan Asempa Yetio, and Tiabuni Tia Diamana, Yantras on consent from where so for him and the some sort of name, what the Cocobo more than Nipa, the more drew where your friend Cocobo Merchu, and the Kwama Ghana Civil Aviation Authority for Sam, Jema to fire Jumamo, na a Jumano, ye, Sika Mon from a woman, no so I watch be one more Chaskala, and Bobo Chaskala no and ayura some George edia to dwe kire mu se enwanimu ya wo mo afasika na ma enya wo hwanimu se enya asotwe wo ho no eno so beba.
And because the media is here, let me pass a message to Civil Aviation Authority. You are here to you owe GMET. You have to pay. Don't force the ministry and the minister to do his jata things with you. You owe. Parliament has passed a law. You are in default of Parliament. Don't let me drag you before Mr. Speaker for contempt of Parliament. Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, do the needful and comply with Parliament's legislation and pay the money to GMET. Don't let me take it to Mr. President.
eba medam mo ehania medam nipa yete ne kay so for hwe yamano bonsam so Samuel na te George Sam George na wote ne nka no yentum ne kan yenko so sokoban emra sesia na mefiri sokoban ba me de sorry ba ku bi ba story am de ba na nwane time kutwu yase suku ba ku bi headmaster da bi okronya headmaster senior house master ba ko se wono wabin sama akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ miɛnsa sɛ waku omu nyina ohum ne yazi na ode me basesi a yankɔ sokoban adehye wo hɔ asantemantam kyerɛ mu sɛ wo makwantempo nyanyanya ka ho bia memfuturo ku wo mo ne senti adabraka abayan atwani bɛhwɛ wo mo
Ena day na mmerewafo nkokorafo ne mabuna omo ewo Sokoban Wood Village new site no ewo inhye so abatompo so asante mantana nei wati wo hu go manten so bo twoboi wo makwa so kire se emfuturo ekum wo mo ato nsa afra ban so wonhwe no mram
what are we exposing our children to? My battle with cold for almost 3 weeks now. After me go hospital, you see me inhalation pay. My no medro, my head day. Me was sinus. Now me fear to me. Me was quite pa. Down phone to us see ya. Obebano. Na in foot through where name. So you can imagine say ye in pano in foot through put your mood ye into me. Yes, sir, buying. Yes, sir. Say the yama for ye be yes so. Oh, if you throw queen. See no wura ye fie mu si aya. If you throw no boa no ya. Who bet to be the egu concrete fra because who benya no more. It yes sene omo si share kwan ase nyenim say de ye wi a ada ho no ma 6 years.
Omo chese mfuturo nko anam se kwan te bia nyenti akronfo enso etete omo opom wa omo se se dia tokodo.
Na me say school na we try ye papa ba ko 4 o'clock o anya 4 o'clock ahomache 4 o'clock so atase ana amafo ko ditwa no ye twa papa na en basa anam kwan ya enye we dia ban yes so wada roma MPC no na ye kwai enti aba no na ye di ba bia ye de kro se wo na ye sua kire wo
na na boache na eye ka se hena donte hene woni adom ka se hwetwe nkomo no de to ye nim se
yes lega na bai akwamboni haye akrofo su di enya ebio enso to a ayasem o pesu si a ayasem se unya wo kura hu ba bia onfa na ntena if so the nature dem a enye o de nature bonten so a enye yie eti ye dia display de ene display ban
wei adehia ewo Sokoban wade srade ode kwa ma ban no na yenkwa wie kasebo no wei ewo enkenkan so na enkenkan so senior high school management na kase wo mu kire mu se wo mu wa no mo tetie se enkura ne bi ahase allegation wo mu ye nyina ne se house master ba ko we senior house master mpo akwasipoku se wa bin se wa bin ma wo hia ma se wo mu kire mu se akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ maako mienu akwasipoku akuwa mu ohunhumu ine si kwasi na adasa na life there na asemi abani say no management ema enkenkan so senior high school kyerɛ me say mprempren de akwasipoku senior house master 120 boansa ni dibra no omaje afiri ni nsam wo mo so wontena nkyɛn ansa no onya hwehwɛmu fikɔ kwachiri nkonwu sampa yampa na asese ne tie entitam kutwu nyame adoma wo kyena Asempa yetia yade mu update nyina ebrew na so mede wo si ha o ne madawase sa wo hwɛ bi tie mi wadwe nkyerɛ no ene brepam no mekenkan ade amawa mekenkan bi de amawa na master planner junior kentampo ade bi aba wo say happy birthday enkoma ode ne ho kwabena Gabriel wase oweshin happy birthday pa ne dia wode ebaye no mame nkwohwe hamra sisia ene eno ano no na mame fasida emma mi production team wasem dom wase mata akwa crystal medana se kwabenasia moni adwuma kwakutwum moni adwuma na afei metro journalist Bengazi moni adwuma abusua de wasinyame adom ochena anwere no siampa mu yabesan ahia edin amegeso ene nana adem no kum na adwenkyera no nyame adom ochena yebeba na baabi a wo hwe yefiri baabi a wutie yefiri nyina na wo de atoso ne yakuyanim Asempa yetia aha ya Asempa 94